most people are going into $250,000 of debt. And when I do bring this up to the population of chiropractors who had a much more inexpensive tuition when they went through school, they say, I do agree with people becoming chiropractors. I love what I do. I've been in practice over 30 years, but I can't really promote a path that puts somebody in $250,000 of debt, especially if they're the first member of their family to go to college and become a doctor. If they come from, more diverse backgrounds than we've ever seen before. And I say to them, yes, but it's good debt. It's an investment in yourself. And there's ways and strategies that have become available to me through the use of YouTube University that you could actually leverage your student loans to secure a legacy fund for your family through like a life insurance policy. And maybe that doesn't really belong in a chiropractic education per se. However, I would have loved it if the chiropractor that inspired me right before I went to school would have told me, hey, by the way, my retirement fund is a life insurance policy that I put money into. And 5-10 years later, when I discovered this, like last year, I was just checking out a lot of videos on that. He said, oh yeah, that's what I do. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me that like 10 years ago? So I do think that setting a context of financial planning or what entrepreneurship does look like is crucial. Like the way that I'm contextualizing pre-Chiro. So pre-Chiro as a company is three things. One, we're trying to develop a 6-module program, which starts from the foundations and then builds into what's called the inner state, or what I'm calling the inner state. And state is an acronym for the inner scientist, thinker, artist, teacher, and entrepreneur. And then it builds to the pre-Chiro apprentice and then the pre-Chiro startup, where I'm really encouraging students to start some sort of entrepreneurial venture, whether that be a pre-Chiro club on their college campus or high school campus or in their community, or just get involved in something. And then there's the capstone, the independent study, as the 5th module. And then the 6th module is just assisting them in transitioning, maybe cities, maybe they're moving to go to a chiropractic school, and that whole admissions process. A lot of the times, pre-med, pre-physical therapy just focus on the short-term gains, and we really want to focus on that long-term. The inner state is really an exploration wide and deep of things like SOT and different techniques of different areas of study in the science, philosophy, art, but also business and communication. So I just wanted to touch on that. And then the second part of the company, so to speak, is connecting them with mentors. So I believe that if we did have an infusion of a couple $1 million into a project like this, that we could hire chiropractic students to improve their communication skills, but also support pre-Chiro students along the way and show that we truly care as a profession and that it is a good experience to go through school or to lead up to school, so that you arrive ready, prepared, and understanding of what the program's about. And then the third part is this ecosystem that I'm trying to organize and create, so that a prospective student, a current student, can see who the different people in the SOT world are and what their offerings are, and also other places. Just getting people familiar with, say, the IFCO. And right now, membership, people that work in political organizations are volunteers. They're not even getting paid. So that's totally different from other professions that are dumping millions of dollars into their infrastructure. I just want to touch on that because I believe the profession will be a better thing, a better vehicle for transformation on this planet if we had those three pieces, which I believe are like subluxations, so to speak, disconnects that the profession has with the general public.